Unfortunately, many of us have gone through the curriculum and educational system learning different things, but now I want you to unlearn and relearn. Your paradigm about these key elements of money needs to drastically shift. And before I go ahead to tell you about these paradigms, what exactly are paradigms? Paradigms are basically a system of thinking. It's a way of thinking that allows you to have an overall view of a particular subject and make some assumptions. For example, the world once existed with the paradigm that the sun rose and the sun set. You and I know today that it's not the sun that is moving, but the earth that is revolving around the sun. With that paradigm of the sun rising and setting, human beings made assumptions that made it impossible to predict weather accurately. There was also once upon a time when the world had the paradigm that the world was flat. With the paradigm of a flat world, people believed that there was a cliff somewhere that people could fall over if they journeyed too far. So once that paradigm existed, people were cautious. People advised their children, don't go too far from home, don't journey too far. The paradigm of a flat world created limitations in the mind of man and what a man could invent. Once the paradigm is wrong, the assumptions cannot be correct. Unfortunately, as a world, as a people, because of lack of education within our school systems, because of lack of education within our even employment systems, we have not learned the vital skills for financial intelligence. Hence, we have picked up paradigms that have been handed over from generation to generation. Paradigms that are faulty, that will allow you and I to make wrong assumptions. The reason why many people in the world today are not financially free and are not closer to it now, 20 years after they started work, is because some paradigms are out of joint. The first paradigm I tell people is the paradigm that your goal is financial security. I tell people your goal is not financial security. The right paradigm is where we are sojourning to. It's not a place where you can become safe and secure. It's a place of freedom. The first paradigm I'd like you to break is break your assumptions. You and I are not meant to target security. We are meant to target freedom. Unfortunately, the average person who gets a job, who goes through university, gets a job, starts in his career, has an unwritten goal that ends with security. I tell people security is a destination that when you are heading for security, you miss the turning that leads to financial freedom. How do I know that people are pursuing security? First of all, because when you get a job, the first thing you're thinking about is, how do I get myself off the streets? How do I get myself to a place where I can own my own car and be safe from all the elements on the road? I can snatch my phone, snatch my bag, snatch my laptop, and a few other things. We've gone for security. After that, how can I get married? How can I have a house of my own? Many people unknowingly have moved into the capital for their business in the name of a home. We run away from the insecurity of having a landlord into the seeming security of having our own house. Rather than buy assets, we end up with liabilities. How do I know this? Assets to somebody who is thinking freedom is different from assets to somebody who wants to be secure. Security is not your goal. Your goal is freedom. You and I must learn to take risks. You and I must learn to venture. You and I must invest in knowing, in understanding. Security is not our goal. I tell people I like what the good book says. Proverbs 24:27. It says, first of all, build your business and then your house. What that simply means is the capital for your business is supposed to generate a lifestyle for you that makes it possible for you to be able to build your house, not the other way around. Many of us are consistently drained by things called homes or houses we built for ourselves. It becomes a liability in our hands that drains us to fix the roof, drains us to fix the tiles, drains us to paint the walls that is being patched, because we are going for security. I tell people financial security is a myth. It does not exist. Reality is when you get to the safest place in the world, which is on the inner side of a safe, one of the things you realize that the key is on the outside. I tell people every security is guaranteed on top by somebody who is insecure. In gunning for security, many of us miss freedom. Don't go for security, go for freedom. Your goal is not financial security. The next paradigm that comes in line is realizing that many things you thought were assets are not assets. What are assets? The dictionary defines assets as a thing of value. The economist defines it as an economic resource of value that can be exchanged for cash. Now, for somebody who thinks in financial security terms, an asset as a thing of value could include his home, could include land, could include a variety of other things. Reality is, once our mindset and paradigm shifts from security thinking to freedom thinking, assets change in definition. An asset becomes an economic resource of value that brings passive income to your pocket. A liability becomes an economic resource of value that takes away money from you by way of expense. What does that mean? It means if it is not delivering passive income to me, it is not an asset. I'll say that again. If you are not earning passive income from it, it is not an asset. I tell people, many of us have invested in things, put our money in things, locked our money in things that we thought were assets on our balance sheet, but in reality, they're either liabilities or they're just mere businesses. I'll give you a funny example. And hold on to this thought. Assets bring money to you, liabilities take money away from you. For example, I'll give you an example.